This video will demonstrate how to create a special exemption order application on Seesaw. The fee for this application is €205 per SEO date. When you first visit seesaw.ie, the login page will open. This is where you can log into your legal practice account. Your username is the email address that was used to register for Seesaw, and your password is required to sign in. Once logged in, you will then be met by the dashboard screen. Please select Create a Licensing Case to begin your application. Once you select to create a licensing case, the following case summary page will open. Choose the correct options here to proceed with your application. The type defaults to licensing. SEO applications can be made on either a publican or hotel on license. You need to ensure the subs type is selected first, otherwise the jurisdiction drop-down will not be available. Then select District Court as the jurisdiction and click Save to proceed. The case details page will now appear. Click Edit Details for the fields to open. Select Existing from the New or Existing License drop-down. You can then search for the license you are applying for the special exemption on by clicking the Related License field. This will then open the e-register to search for the related on license. When searching on the e-register, first clear the filters. We recommend to search using the related license revenue number, premises air code or address line 1. It is recommended to search using one option only. The less information entered in the search fields, the more results will be returned. Once you find the relevant premises, click on the green plus and all licenses held by the premises will show. Click Choose for the on license that you are selecting to make your SEO application. The correct application type must then be selected from the drop-down. You will then select the District Court area, venue, date and time, and the notice parties from the drop-downs. When selecting the court date, please click on the field and not on the calendar. The field will not open if the calendar icon is clicked on. Please note, 2 clear working days are required between the application and the hearing date on Seesaw. Once all details have been entered, click Save. Once you save, the following prompt box will appear. Click Proceed to add application to continue. Once you select to proceed to add application, the application tab will open. This page is where the time, date and event details are entered for the special exemption orders. To choose dates, click on the start date box and not on the calendar icon. The calendar should then appear. If you have multiple dates with the same start and finish times, you can select multiple dates on the calendar. The dates will then appear highlighted. When you have all dates selected, click Save. This will save you time by not having to individually select each date and time. Up to 28 dates can be added to your SEO application. Once the dates are saved, the following prompts will appear. If you wish to add additional dates to your application with different times, such as for Thursdays nights exemptions, this can be done by clicking the Add Another Application button. This allows you to add additional dates with different times. This means you do not have to lodge a separate application. If you click to add another application, the application page will appear again. You can then bulk select the dates from the calendar where the exemptions are for a different time than your previous application. As a related license was selected, the applicant details have already populated on the case, which means these details do not need to be entered manually. However, you can edit the applicant details in this tab. Once all details have been entered and your case is complete, the Preview Notice of Application button will appear. You must preview your notice of application and check all details are correct before proceeding to pay and submit. When you click on the Preview Notice of Application button, the Notice of Application should download to your desktop. Once you preview your application and all details are correct, you can initiate the case by selecting Pay and Proceed, or you can select to pay later. If you select to pay and proceed, the following prompt will appear. Click on Continue to proceed to payment. The default payment type is direct debit. If you select this option, the fee will be deducted from the bank account attached to your Seesaw account. By selecting Pay Now, the system will request your account password and payment will then be authorized. This password is the same account password you use to log into Seesaw. You could alternatively choose the option to pay by credit card. Once payment has been made, a case number will then be assigned to the case. Your case will be listed for court for the date and venue you selected, and the notice parties selected will be served overnight. The final notice of application displaying the case number is now available to download. We advise to print this notice of application to provide to the court office when sending in the proofs. This can be found by opening the case in your case list, clicking into the Court Documents tab and clicking on the Options button beside the document in the list displayed and choosing Collect. If the notice of application does not download when you click Collect, you may have a safety setting turned on in Google Chrome to prevent pop-ups. If you have selected to pay later, your application will go directly to your basket awaiting payment. The basket can be found in the right top-hand corner of the screen in your Seesaw account. Please note that if you decide not to proceed with your application, there is no facility to delete uninitiated cases on Seesaw. If you wish to remove the cases from your shopping basket, you can do this by clicking the Remove from Basket beside the case. When cases are moved out of the basket, they remain in the case list as case not initiated until they are paid for. They can be searched and located by the applicant's name until paid for and assigned a case number. To add these cases back into your basket, you will need to open the case and preview the notice of application. If the option to pay and proceed does not appear after you have previewed the notice of application, your Seesaw account type may not have access to authorized payments. If so, click on Pay Later. The case will go to your firm's shopping basket. The legal practice admin or legal payment user for your firm can then log into Seesaw, make the payment and submit the case. The case will appear in the shopping basket in their account when they log in. If you require further assistance with creating your application, please contact kazoo@courts.ie.